Hi, good day. For this video, we are going to talk about the 4 different types of sentences according to structure. The 4 different types of sentence according to structure are simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and compound complex sentence. Before we discuss the different types of sentences, it is highly necessary for us to know first the meaning of what a clause is. A clause is a grammatical unit that contains at least a subject and a predicate. We have 2 different kinds of clauses, which are independent clause and dependent clause. Independent clause is a complete thought that can stand alone as a sentence. Example, he is reading a book. Upon reading the example sentence, we can easily understand what it is trying to mean, for it has a complete thought. Also, dependent clause is a clause that cannot stand alone as a sentence. It depends on the independent clause to form a complete thought. Example, although he was tired. In this example, we can notice that we cannot infer any meaning, for it relies on an independent clause to form a complete sentence. Simple sentence contains a subject and a verb, and it may also have an object and modifiers. However, it contains only one independent clause. In the first example, she wrote, we know that our subject is she and our verb is wrote. Compound sentence contains at least 2 independent clauses, and these 2 independent clauses can be combined with a comma, a coordinating conjunction, or with a semicolon. For example, he organized his sources by theme. Then, he updated his reference list. So our 2 independent clauses there is first, he organized his sources by theme, and he updated his reference list. And it is combined with a semicolon. Complex sentence contains at least one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. Complex sentence must have only one independent clause, and it may have one or more dependent clauses. In the first example, although she completed her literature review, she still needed to work on her methods section. We have there our independent clause, she still needed to work on her methods section, and our dependent clause is although she completed her literature review. Compound complex sentence contains at least 2 independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. For example, she completed her literature review, but she still needs to work on her methods section even though she finished her methods course last semester. In this example, we have 2 independent clauses, which are she completed her literature review and she still needs to work on her methods section. And our dependent clause is even though she finished her methods course last semester. So we can notice that the dependent clause is using subordinating conjunction, such in the example, even though. I hope you learned something from this video, and I'll see you on the next one.